Greetings, my people. It is April 28th, and I thought we would do another episode of Mining for Markup. So that's where we kind of head on out to a server square here on Arcadia and see what we can find for 120 peds at unamped triple clicking. So I normally kind of like fast forward through the mining run and all that. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight. I got me here a nice little tall boy of pirate water and yeah, that's the sound of Uncle Joker getting a little bit of booze. So maybe I'll feel talkative tonight. Anyway, hope y'all are doing well. Everything going good in your life, virtual and not. I don't really know where we're headed tonight. I don't think we've been to this square in a while. Or up here. We also haven't hit up the old 8 coins, but I don't know. There's a lot of mobs there at 8 coins. So maybe let's go dink around in the desert, huh? Let's go this way. We'll go to the Hawk Dig site and we'll go mine there tonight, I suppose. Now, sometimes I go onto a little big mining log and I see what resources can be found there at that area before I head on out, but I don't even know what's at this one yet. And then also sometimes it's kind of fun just to see what you get, right? Because just because it says it there doesn't mean I'm gonna freaking hit it. So let's head on out to this little square here at the bottom. And some of y'all who maybe don't see the old mining for markup videos, you're like, what is he talking about? Square. Well, the server is broken down into squares, and that determines where your resources are. Now, let's see if I can get it to fade out and show a square real quick. That's not a good example. There's a better example over here. All right, so the planet is broken down into little squares, y'all. Basically, there's like 9 here on Arcadia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now once you see them and you know what I'm talking about, you'll be able to realize it. But you zoom your map in and you kind of, can you notice how it doesn't match up on the map here? It just doesn't line up proper. Especially if I let it fade for a second. Y'all see that little line here? Or or how about up here where 4 servers meet? Uh, it's hard to show, but there's actually a little line that follows here, and another one that kind of goes up from this point right here. Bam, bam. So that's your axes, I suppose, and that's where your servers start and stop. So we're going to go and see what's in the bottom left server square tonight. That's our main goal. And holy dear God, I don't know if y'all can hear my wife's cat trying to yell to go outside on the catio, but I'm gonna have to go deal with that because Goblin thinks he is priority. Give me 1 second. Yes, Goblin, of course. You know I'm a human. I only live to serve you. Good lordy. That's the thing about cats, y'all. Like, you are, you belong to them, not the other way around. You are their property. All right. I know it's kind of like a long-winded intro here, but I had an all right day at work. I'm not feeling kind of crappy and unsocial, so I'm just having a nice night, and we're gonna go out mining for some markup and probably have some commentary on this one. Kind of thought about doing a mankini mining too, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to stare at my avatar's ass all night long yet. Mm. By the way, y'all, I don't know if any of you have heard of a drink called pirate water that comes in a can, but it's like a new alcoholic beverage that was recently sold at my store. I'm sure it's every place, but holy God diddly darn, I'm kind of hooked. Sucker's like 10% alcohol in the can, and it's a pint. Man, it gets me that right proper buzz. I don't get too crazy intoxicated, so you start spending too much ped, but you're buzzed enough, so you're just along for the ride, I guess. You know what I mean? It's pretty good. So, if y'all are out looking at your old liquor store or whatever, is thinking of something to drink, and you happen to see the pirate water, I freaking suggest it. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping I can talk him into helping sponsor my land area. Man, when I started cracking open the one that was margarita flavored of these, I was like, son of a bitch. I know. If and when any of you try it, you'll be like, I totally get it now. It's going to be a big thing. So it's just a matter of time. I think they're only out for a couple months so far, but when people sip this sucker, it's going to grow. And that'll be nice. Anyway, I know that sounded like kind of advertising for them. They're not giving me anything for it yet. I guess I'm paying them because I'm drinking their product, but holy shit, it's good. Let's drop ourselves some more probes and see what we get. Drop number 2. We have nothing. And I forgot to point out that our first claim, since we're doing commentary tonight, didn't we drill it up? Oh yeah, it's backwards. Our first claim, we got a small part of brass alloy. So 3 ped 0.48 returned, and we've spent 6 so far. At least treasure's paying its due. In matter and ore. Let's see what you got. We got ourselves, ooh, and we just finished ACA mining point challenge. Well, that's nice. With the very poor growth molecules and a small arcan pellets. So, boom, though, y'all. I want to go turn that quest in, so we're gonna have to come back on this video here. I'm gonna send ourselves a waypoint directly on to where these claims were, and I guess I'll cut the video here when we drill them out, and then I'm gonna go and turn that quest in, because I hate to lose credit on arcan pellets or any other mining kind of Iron Man here on Arcadia. Because man, wouldn't that just suck that I didn't turn the quest in and then I hit like a global or a half of Arcan pellets and it doesn't count because I didn't get the next stage. So if you're a miner here on Arcadia and you don't have your ACA mining point Iron Man challenges, man, get your game up, y'all. Come on out here and get your quests because it's a reason to have it. You get your extra skill every time you already get those claims you're going to get. Kind of like how some other planets have the same, Iron Man thing. I think it started on Calypso, where determined on the claim size you get a reward of skill kind of once you finish each stage. Like very poor claims give you so many points, and like sizable claims give you so many, so to speak. But, you're doing the mining anyway. You might as well get that free bump of skills. I'm telling you. So maybe we'll even keep the video rolling since it's almost time to come to the teleporter anyway, and I'll show y'all where the ACA Mining Quest NPC is, just in case you don't know. I'll turn my quest in, and then we'll get back to rolling. I mean, why not, right? Where did we, hold on, sorry. There should be. Got her added. Let's go and to the Celeste Quarry. You come on this way. And there's a little ramp up the hill, which is also where you get your Viceroy armor quests for any of y'all who haven't got your Viceroy yet. Again, Uncle Joker's telling you step your game up on Arcadia. If you're not working towards your ACA mining or your Viceroy, you're missing the good stuff. Do those little like freebie kind of quests that will give you bonus. I mean, I guess the Viceroy is not really a freebie, but it's excellent for what you give to get it. It's nice. And a lot of people are like, oh, Viceroy isn't tradable. I don't want it. It doesn't matter. It's the stats and what you put in, and then the fact that you can upgrade it. It's not bad. It's a good set of armor, y'all. And it's really good for Arcadia with that acid that it has, which is also excellent for Crystal Palace. If you get Viceroy, you almost have a universal set of armor. You can travel the galaxy and kill shit. Not so great with robots, I will admit. There's no penetration, but there's like burn, acid, everything else. Like, check it out. I know we're getting off tangent again, but I don't give a damn. Look, you got yourself some burn, some acid, some cold, some cut, some impact, and some stab. You're missing penetration. So you can travel the galaxy with Viceroy almost and be good. Like I said, Crystal Palace, shit. Those Ayurli and those Krelton, they ain't got nothing on you. And Dome 1 with some Viceroy. Anyway, we're here to turn in our ACA mining challenge. Let's see, we want 3 ped of treasure sense. Yeah, I don't really need mining skill. I'll grow that naturally. And also, let's see how far that gets us, right? I'm kind of curious. Y'all curious? I know I'm dragging out the video, but at this point, who cares? Y'all probably aren't watching this far anyway. 28.06 treasure hunter. Before we do a turn in, let's turn it in. What do we get? I think if I click over here to system, it'll tell us. We got 155 experience in your treasure scent skill, which brought us over to treasure hunter. We were at 87.25. So yeah, y'all. That's why you do those little challenges right there, because I think I got one for hydrogen steam. Do I really? Oh, no, he's just bugged. Clive, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're not ready for hydrogen steam, mate. I don't know what you're doing. Y'all know Entropia. It's got as much bugs as a leper colony, but this game is still really fun, right? We enjoy it. And it's one of a kind. And it's kind of like a life-changing game too, if you do it right. I know it's changed my life. So far for the better, but we'll see, right? The future. Future we'll see. I do sleep pretty good overall after purchasing Khorum Coast with my life savings last year. I don't regret it. It has its ups and downs, but at the same time, like even if I had started my own business doing something else, like I started a skate shop, I would still have good and bad months. I would have inventory product I gotta purchase and all that, but at least here it's easier. I run my events, I have my DNA, and it's virtual. I feel really blessed having a piece of this game. Whether or not it ever pays itself off at this point, I don't know. I had the opportunity a couple months ago to sell Khorum Coast for a good bit more than I paid for it, honestly, y'all. I could have walked away with an extra $5,000 or $6,000 than what I paid for my land. And then I didn't do it because I don't know. I wasn't sure what I would do with the money yet, but also I would give up what I have, you know? Like I couldn't have this on any other game. I couldn't be making these videos, promoting my land area, having like a business and being part of the game. Yeah, I could play Fortnite and make videos or whatever, but you don't you don't start a business and actually be part of it on there and, figure out how to survive and sink or swim like you can on Entropia. And to me that right there is what makes this game the most magical. Is that it truly is the real metaverse, y'all. It bridges the gap between the real life and the virtual with how it does things like that, People on here have jobs basically tied to this game. I have my business. I mean, a lot of my life is riding on this being successful, And that's really cool. I think that's the future. At least of like MMO video gaming, at least. Like, you know? So, like I said, I still sleep relatively well at night. I haven't quite, done as good of a first year as I'd hoped when I first bought the land. I will admit things died down after the first couple months, but it comes and goes. It's hard to compete with all the mayhems that go on with Calypso. And I get it. If I was a hunter, I'm not gonna come over and do some LA event or whatever on a land area and with tax and while I still have all like my Redulite and all that to do for Mayhem. So, meh. When those go on, I just kind of don't compete too much. And it was like an endless slog of it last year because you had like your Easter Mayhem, which ended up into like Summer Migration, and then there was Halloween, and then this like Christmas. Christmas was like a month long. Oh my God. Yeah. So as a landowner, you're like, cool, thanks, Mind Arc. Sucking away all the players for an entire month while I have to still pay for my DNA costs. It's awesome. Not trying to sound bitter, but you learn to adjust. Anyway, we got ourselves a poor zinc and a very poor growth molecules. Should just be about a pull or two on these. At least the zinc's gonna come up at probably 2 pulls. Growth molecules, that small of a claim will drag her out in one. Alright, we got 31 drops left. Not that great of a mining run so far. We got a porogazardite right there. Oh hey, my cat's bringing in toys. Yes, Nadia. I know, you're great. Thank you for bringing me a stuffed fish. I know, you're such a great fisher cat. Providing for the family, bringing your stuffed fish into this room again. Y'all ever have one of those cats that like wants to bring you its toys or whatever, like it's sharing a kill? Like, oh, I'm so impressed. You brought me the stuffed fish again. Oh, wow. It's cute. She's trying to help provide for the family. Maybe she's saying I don't do a good enough job. I don't know. We got, oh Jesus, we only got like 20 peds so far, y'all, and we are like one drop away from being 30 in. So 66% return ain't the greatest. Well, that's fine. It all comes around anyway. In the end, the game kind of only wants about 5 to 8% of what you put in is Mindark's take. It varies. I think sometimes it's a little less, sometimes it's like a little tiny bit more, but 10% I think at the most. It's fine. I mean, I'll make it ends meet with the markup and eventually I'll hit a nice global because the system will pay me back. So if you're ever out mining and you're like, oh man, I got a couple bad runs, completely, completely normal, y'all. You can't think that playing this game and every run will be profit because how would the economy survive then, right? Of course, you have to have a fluctuation of what you get and what you return. So, a lot of times I'll end up in some bad luck swings. Like right now, I'm on a bad luck wave that's been riding for about 4 or 5 days, where it seems no matter what I do mining, the system's just taking it back. I'm getting like 90 to 80% returns roughly with my mining. But during that time, what you do is you target markup anyway. And then eventually the system will click over and it'll pay you back. You're going to hit a nice global, possibly a Hall of Fame, to get a little bit of what you put out into your personal loot pool, which I know a lot of people don't believe in. I believe in it. I can't say it's true. I don't know, but I believe there's a personal loot pool of some sort. You put it out, Mindark kind of keeps it like a bank for a bit and then pays you a little bit back. Oh, well, I wouldn't say a little bit. They pay you the majority back, but it's not immediately because, like I said, you can't profit on everything you do. That would be ridiculous and the game would go under. So, of course, there has to be a little bit of a fluctuation. But in the end, it's only about 5 or 10%. We got ourselves a small Arcan and a poor Majarian Mist. And you know what? I didn't speak to him and get the new rank either. Frick. I think I just turned the quest in, didn't I? And y'all watched me do it. Y'all didn't stop me. I mean, you couldn't have, I guess. I'm recording, but shame on me, damn it. So we're still out here drilling up some Arcan and not getting credit for our mission, which, whoops. I don't feel like going back for it at this point. I'm sorry. If I get a global of Arcan, I'm gonna feel like a jackass, but I missed out. I got to chatting and trying to be social on a video, and I completely missed actually getting the new quest after I turned in my old one. Fuck. Eh, fine. Everything's fine. Got our so oh man, and this really gonna keep hitting me with that Arcan too, and I'm gonna maybe like, man, that was a couple points I missed out. Oh well. Yeah. Anyways, as I was talking though, y'all, the system basically takes a little back, kind of holds it for a bit, and then will pay you back at an undetermined amount of time. I don't know. It seems to me, in my personal experience, my bad luck waves last about a week or less, but I don't do probably as much as a lot of people do on this game. I don't cycle a lot. I do a 120 ped mining run like twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. One before work and maybe like two after, kinda, you know? Because it takes a good amount of time to do these. That's still like 2 or 3 hours almost a day I'm playing this game, mining unamped and running around and doing shit. But that's what I put in. So it kind of takes me about a week, maybe sometimes two, depending on what, peds I spend kind of before the system's like, all right, we bent him over the couch enough for a bit. Time to pay him for his services. And then you get your payback. So I know it sounds like my superstition, and like I said, I can't prove it, but that's just how the system seems to me. I don't think Mindark's actually out to completely take everything you have. There's a balancing thing. Otherwise, it would be gambling, y'all, but this game isn't gambling because it's skill-based and time determined. Fairly certain you get back what you're owed in the long run, because I even seen a post by a very well-known Uber player on Entropia forums who was trying to sell an item that he had, and he was curious about what he had cycled in that month or what his return was. And he sent a support case to Mindark, and he actually responded, and he edited out the number, but at the same time, them sending that support case and responding as to what his return was means they know. So if they know, yeah, you'll have some bad times for a while. And maybe you're down quite a bit of ped, like people doing the Regulite mission for the Christmas, or not the Christmas, but the Easter Mayhem recently. I've seen them talking about like, yeah, I only got like 90% returns and I was down like 14 to 2,000 or more peds or whatever for a while. Well, yeah, y'all are high rolling it. If you cut back what you spend and the system adjusts kind of a bit to that too, like I'm not gonna go out and get a 20,000 ped freaking whatever because I don't spend enough in the cycling period to get that. Whereas, like, if you're burning it, you better keep on burning that sucker because you're gonna hit it, you know? Like I said, that's my own thing. It's unproven, but we got a very poor Majarian mist right there. Very nice. A little bit of markup on that sucker, I believe. Pretty sure Majarian mist is worth a diddly darn. Let's see. That isn't gonna make it seem like it is. I don't think it's typolonic that I'm thinking of. I'm colorblind, and those two are like too close together of colors for me to differentiate. I don't know which one's a modest. Damn you, Arcan pellets. Really? Just because I didn't get the next stage. But we got ourselves a modest Arcan. Damn, I only got like a third of my pirate water left. It's a shame. I don't plan on cracking open another one. I got like two more in the fridge, but y'all don't need to see Uncle Joker like half off his ass, you know? Buzzed is cool, but I don't like to get drunk, y'all. And any of like you young whippersnappers, you probably think, oh, I'm gonna go party and I'm gonna drink so much. Mm-mm. It's not fun. It's never ended up fun in my life to drink more than a buzz. I like to have a little bit of self control, but still feel a little uninhibited, I guess. You know, like I don't care. Like when I get on here and I do this and I start making my videos and whatnot, after a while I get a few drinks in me. I don't care what y'all think. And I don't mean that in a negative way, because like I read everything and I appreciate all y'all's comments, whether they're negative or positive, but it just kind of helps me be like, man, fuck it. You know, this is who I am. People will watch this crap. Probably not. Some of y'all do, like Mr. Brandon, who shout out to you all right now, Mr. Brandon, if you're at 20 probes in and you're listening. I really appreciate your support, man, because like it seems you listen to my random crap, and that means a lot. That made me smile the other day. We got ourselves a tiny star of particles. We'll dig that out of the ground. Should be just one bump. And that puts us halfway through our mining run, by the way, y'all. And it's not good. It's not good so far. No. No, no, no. They are definitely bending me over the couch again. Like I said, completely fine. I expect losses for a little while because after, my third or fourth mining run, day 2 or 2 to 4 or whatever of this week, I basically already kind of knew, like, yeah, I'm in the bad cycle. You just push through, enjoy the game, do what you do, but make sure you're focusing on mining for markup. Because right now the game's probably going to take a little bit more from me than I want. However, if I'm at least focusing on areas that I know I can get percent resources like bismuth. Ooh, what do we got here? Some Truton, huh? 210. Damn, that's a nice spawn at Truton, and that's a rare stone too. Cool. But yeah, when the game starts taking from you, you should always focus on markup, don't get me wrong. But when the game starts taking from you more than average, ride that markup train. Make sure you're doing what you can on your end to find those resources that are going to help you while you're on that bad luck wave. And then when the system balances you back, you'll probably hit like a listerium or an oil. For me, is what it normally is. I don't hit like a high markup reclamation claim generally, but it'll be, like close to TT food resource that will balance me off, couple hundred ped, kind of thing. But during that time, while I was losing, I banked all those high markup ores. While I was maybe going to lose 5 or 10%, however, I banked all these resources that are worth like 200, you know, bismuth is like 250 plus. So you make sure you do what you can on your end to survive while the server's kind of taken from you. And when it comes back around, you're good anyway, because you've already been mining for profit. That 200%, 130, whatever it is you're actually targeting will help you out more in the long run than not going for markup. Because when the server pays you back, it's going to, like I said, only minus 5 to 10%. So if you're getting a large chunk of your resources that are worth more than 5 or 10%, you're learning to survive as a miner. And that's kind of how you do it. Or at least for me. Like I said, you can't truly prove how this game works because there's a lot of random number generation and everything. And what I do may not be the same for everyone, but that is my way to survive. You know? Like right now, I know I'm in a bad luck wave, and I probably shouldn't be mining this server square. I really shouldn't, because I don't know what drops here, so I'm not aware that I'm targeting markup resources. Oh, I just got a poor Winrex. That's not too bad. And a very poor hydrogen steam. Yeah. But I should have been somewhere where I know I'm going to get cave sap, bismuth, araneonite stone, langots, things like that that I know are in that area so that I can help a little bit. Out here, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's bismuth here because I think bismuth is planet wide, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true yet, y'all. But I think bismuth might be planet wide. Other than that, I don't know what I'm gonna get. But not enough to probably to cover a little bit of losses for a while. Shit. Didn't mean to drop on that probe. I didn't know my finder was already equipped. I thought I was equipping it and gonna run for a little while. Yeah, of course, no resources found. I expected that. It's my fault. Let's head south. Oh, no, wait. South is where those Chemodon old alphas and all that were. Let's not head south. I got 12 more drops. It's not a good mining run again. It could turn around, but... Ooh. Oh, gee. Have I even nailed anything with markup yet? Not in treasure. And I don't really have anything worth writing home about. An ore or in matter, yay, some Winrex. Ooh, some fracite. And oh. Well, howdy doody. I got 3 claims in a treasure box. I got a poor bronze, which a very poor fracite, and a very poor azure pearls. I think azure pearls have markup on them. I'll have to find out, but I think that's an alright markup. Let's see. We'll have to find out down the road. I definitely drilled it out in one little bump on that though, yep. Of course, that'll pull out my fracite in one pull. And that gives me another mining strong box, which is exciting. Because... Ooh, fracitis went down. What the frack? But I believe that gives me enough strong boxes, or mining strong boxes, sorry, to make an opening video for y'all, because I want to do at least 10. So maybe when we do our total at the end of this, I will see if we got enough to do an opening vid of mining strong boxes. And we'll toss in our Easters. Hell yeah. gonna have ourselves an opening video, y'all. I think I got like 30 something Easter boxes. I believe like 5 normal ones from the shop that I had to purchase with keys at one point so I could open some other seasonal ones. So we'll crack some of those open and some Easter boxes and those mining, and we'll see what we get. Those mining strong boxes can loot us in unlimited ore ramp, and oh my god, y'all, if I got me an unlimited... I shouldn't say ore amped, I'm sorry, that's my old thinking. Back when they were specific. If I had me an unlimited amp, I'd be very happy. Part of me thought about going the unlimited mining equipment route before I bought a land area, but I didn't think I would be able to play enough with like my job at Walmart and all that to actually have the amp pay itself off. I have to rely on like a little bit of like passive income from taxes and events or whatever that I run to be able to survive. Still don't want to go into the camel down because I'm pretty sure what's that. That's what's over there. Damn, out of pirate water. That's fine. We only got 7 drops anyway. Won't feel the need to crack open another. And the mining sure as hell isn't good enough to celebrate and crack open another like, yeah, we'll go round 2. No, we're not round 2 tonight. Small axe head. Alright. I mean, I suppose if you consider that this mining strongbox is worth maybe like 17 peds, it helps quite a bit. But they're TT value for me, which is useless because I open my own. So it doesn't really add 17 ped onto my run yet. We'll see. If I crack that open and I get an unlimited amp though, oh man. I have to make a whole new video like me putting on a monocle and diving into a pile of peds like Scrooge McDuck or something. I don't know, because I would definitely feel like I'm riding high and fancy. Like moving on up to the east side, you know? Shit. Cut me an unlimited amp. Changing the game. But no. Got a land area instead. Poor Gazardite and a Bodai dust. I don't think either one of you is gonna really help me much. Nope, but it's a tiny Bodai dust, so no it won't. Gonna be one pull on that. Yeah. That's another one of those Arcadia resources that I just don't know why it's not worth anything yet. It's rare, but we don't have any reason to loot it, which is fucking silly. Why am I digging up rare treasure and end matter that I don't hit very often when it is worth more than the things that I find commonly? Hopefully that gets fixed. Till then, I kind of keep a few of my things to the side. We got our small Winrex and a tiny Azure Pearls. Alright, Azure Pearls, dig that up. Come on. It's one bump. Move on. Wait, did we triple claim this and it just covered it? Oh, we did. And we also got ourselves a modest Fly Amber. Alright. Wait. No, it was over that. Okay, it was a triple hit. I was like, I don't think we dropped another probe. Like my finger slipped or something. I'm pretty sure that was a triple claim. Nice. That helped a little bit. And it's not gonna get us close to breaking even yet, but it helps. It all helps, y'all. We'll continue on eastward here. See what this server has in store for us for our last 3. And the good thing is that when I sit down and I make commentary kind of thing and I record voice for the video, I don't have to go back through and like do a lot of editing. I know it's kind of shitty, but like just to make it in one take, kind of, I don't care. I don't want to spend all night editing content. I'd rather just show what I do and push it out. So when I'm able to sit down and record an intro or an outro with voice, because occasionally in my videos before work, I get up at like 2 a.m., and I can't be in the living room and talking on a headset. So a lot of my videos start out with no video, no voice, and I have to edit that back in, and that takes time. But hell yeah, today after work by myself, we're doing voice, y'all. Uncle Joker don't have to edit shit. I mean, I'll put like an intro, outro animation, I'll type up some stuff, but it's way better than trying to figure out where the video is and trying to tag along with what the current mining state is and all that. That's no fun. I'd rather just be in the moment. Because what if we hit a global? I can share my excitement, which was not that small Songtal agent. That was not a global. Not gonna sing any songs about that. I think we only got one drop left too. Son of a biscuit. I doubt this last drop's even gonna be worth anything, but we're gonna click it. Where do y'all think? Like past this rock and over here by this tree, right? We'll jump over this rock for good luck. And right here at the base of this tree. Right there. Pour zinc and a small arcan pellet. Alright. It's not gonna help too much. But it's a little bit. Really? Zinc's not dry? Okay, there we go. Won't take too long to dig that up. And then we'll teleport in and we will see what we got. Suppose I can cut the video here and I'll see you all at the trade terminal for a total. Alright, so here we are. Let's see what we got, which this run was shite. Luckily we got that strong box, but it was pretty bad. 60 ped is what treasure owes. Did it pay it back? No. And these two bitches didn't either, so we are ouchie. 91 out of 120. Well, I didn't expect like a 75% return. However, like what did we get? Some Winrex. I think Azure Pearls. I don't really know about Mageria Mist. I thought there's markup on that. Treasure. Yeah, fuck you, treasure. At least we got a strong box. So, we'll global. Hang in there, y'all. See you for another episode of mining for markup or whatever in the hell I do at Khorum Coast. If y'all can, please like us, subscribe. Helps grow the channel. But also come on out and visit the land area. It means a lot to me, and Khorum Coast is where you can hopefully earn the most. Thank you again.